What's up, everybody? Time now for the weekend wrap in Michigan high school football, week 7, and let's just get right to it. Let's not talk about all this build-up. Let's just talk about what happened.
Yeah, there's a lot of good playoff implications. And
yes.
I also like to talk about, I did something yesterday on Sunday about Trenton, and my lead was forget about the playoffs for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, they did something that hadn't been done there in that school in a while. So the league championships are still on the line.
Absolutely, and they mean a lot.
Yeah, they do, because a lot of times teams don't, playoffs are out of their realm, so to speak.
Right, exactly. Well, let's talk first about what you got right on last week's preview.
That'll
here
be quick.
On the
That'll
YouTube
be real
page
short, right?
on State Champs Sports Network. Orchard Lake St. Mary's versus Detroit Catholic Central. We talked about. You said OLSM would eke out a 17-14 victory. They win 14-7, so pretty close there.
Yeah, it was more low scoring than I thought. And CC, what they held to less than 40 yards rushing, which is just it's unfathomable.
Yeah.
I saw them play against Brother Rice, and granted, Brother Rice isn't as good as St. Mary's, especially defensively. But I don't know, CC. I thought more highly of them earlier in the season. They better get their act together, or they might have an early exit in the state playoffs.
How about a school that has both of the schools we were just talking about in their name, talking about Monroe, St. Mary, Catholic Central. They took on Milan on Friday. You said maybe there was an upset alert for this, but right. You did take SMCC, and it wasn't close, 41-14.
And congratulations to Milan even to get to this point, because they've been weak recently, and this was basically for the Huron League title. MCC is just rolling. A new coach. It's just the system.
Yeah, I know.
They just put the Jimmies and the Joes into those spots, and they execute.
All right, Howell versus Brighton. You took Howell.
Yes.
But it was the Bulldogs moving to 6-1. They win 14-11. And let me just say this: the defense hasn't allowed more than 20 points in a game all season, and they haven't been 6-1 since 2005. That was a year they went all the way to the state semifinals, barely losing to Rockford 42-35.
They find a way to win. It's almost like Michigan State. They're not pretty, but at the end of the game, they know how to win. And they were playing without their starting quarterback. Obviously, you mentioned their defense playing so well. You got to give them a lot of credit. And Howell, this is Howell's chance really to move into first place. So Brighton ended up tying Heartland for the West Division title. Right.
And how about amazing Algonac? Right, they pull off another outstanding win, 21-7 over a good Almont team.
Right.
Muskrats were 1-8 a year ago. They clinch at least a share of the Blue Water Conference title, 7-0 for the first time in 43 years.
And Almont was 6-0 coming into that game, and we had Scott Bernstein do a story on Algonac right before that game. I said, hey, you got to get this story in.
Yeah,
because
StateChampsNetwork.com. Go check it out.
They might lose this game, and it probably will lose this game to Almont. We need to get this story in now. And lo and behold, they win 21-7 too. Yeah. I'm impressed. They got Richmond here. That's a team you just want to see do well, because they really have no history of football.
Yeah, and you got to love the nickname, the Muskrats.
Muskrats,
I mean, that's awesome. All right.
That they should play the River Rats.
That'd be awesome. All right, let's talk a little bit about, before we go, Lapeer. Okay, it's a program that is a year after the merging of Lapeer East and Lapeer West. They beat Romeo in the playoffs a year ago. We've seen how good Romeo is now.
Yep.
They only lost 23-20 to Clarkston in the second round. The Lightning are back undefeated, 7-0, just knocked off another previously unbeaten team, Midland, 49-21.
Yeah, they really waxed Midland, and Midland had struggled a week before up against Flint Carmen Ainsworth, 14-3 game. In fact, Carmen Ainsworth is playing Lapeer this week, but Lapeer has, and I know it's a infancy of this program, but they're 16-0 in the regular season. You mentioned they won that playoff game last year and gave Clarkston all they could handle.
Yeah.
Mike Smith's doing a heck of a job there, and most of the coaches there, they said, we knew last year was going to happen. When they merged those schools, they said they knew those players were there. They said, wait, they're going to have a little bit of a letdown this year. There's no letdown.
No.
They're playing it every bit as good as they played last year, and they're putting up points. They're averaging like 44 points a game. They're really scoring at a torrid pace.
You see them maybe shocking someone in the Division I state playoff?
You look at some of the brackets, the possibilities. They're going to be in Division I. Them being with the record they have, they're going to have some home field advantages there early in the playoffs. It depends. Division I, in my mind, other than Cass Tech and Saline, I don't really see anybody that strong out there that you can say, boy, they're going to win this game. And the West Side is not as good as it normally is with the D1 schools. So Lapeer, depending on where they put them in the brackets, they could be in the semis, at least the regional final, but it could be in the semis. If they play somebody like a Saline or a Cass Tech in a regional final, I don't see them getting past that.
All right, that's the wrap. We'll see you with the preview in a couple of days.